Welcome to our exploration of the Montessori method, a child-centered approach that values curiosity, autonomy, and deep learning. In this presentation, we'll unpack how observation, prepared environments, sensorial materials, and thoughtful guidance work together to support natural development. And we'll look at the research and modern tools that align with these core principles. This slide emphasizes observation as the heart of Montessori practice, where teachers collect neutral data about choices, concentration spans, and social interactions. Rather than following preset scripts, educators present materials, analyze responses, and adapt the environment based on empirical notes, allowing lessons to emerge from what children actually need and preventing mismatches that hinder engagement. A prepared environment is intentionally designed to invite independence. Child-sized furniture and accessible materials encourage movement and choice, while beauty and order reduce cognitive load and foster calm focus. Sequenced, purposeful materials give every object a place to support self-directed mastery, and the overall design cultivates intrinsic motivation so children can engage deeply without constant adult prompting. At the core of Montessori classrooms are three interlocking principles: auto-education, where children build knowledge through self-selected work; freedom within limits that connects choice to developing self-discipline; and long, uninterrupted work cycles that enable concentration and persistence. Together, these elements create conditions for joyful, self-driven learning, rather than learning driven by external rewards or timed lessons. Montessori recognizes sensitive periods, finite windows when children soak up certain skills like language, order, movement, and social behavior. Providing timely, well-matched materials during these periods prevents frustration and boredom, fosters mastery, and lets teachers harness natural developmental energy by observing closely and offering activities that align with each child's emerging needs. Sensorial materials are designed to isolate single variables. Think height in the pink tower, width in the brown stair, or length in the red rods, so children can refine perception through hands-on comparison. Built-in controls of error encourage self-correction, and this perceptual training lays the groundwork for later mathematical and language abstractions by strengthening discrimination and pattern recognition. The math journey in Montessori moves from concrete to abstract. Children begin with number rods and spindle boxes to sense quantity, progress to golden beads and dynamic exchange activities for place value and decimals, and eventually internalize arithmetic laws before symbolic notation. Manipulating real materials helps internalize concepts, so symbols later represent understood relationships rather than empty rules. Literacy in Montessori follows multisensory pathways, starting with sandpaper letters to connect phonetic sounds to touch, then using the movable alphabet to build words and compose sentences before formal handwriting, and finally, employing grammar boxes with colored symbols to parse syntax. These staged experiences support early phonemic awareness, composition, and a deep sense of how language is structured. This comparison highlights a shift from didactic teaching, whole group pacing and information transfer, to Montessori guiding, which presents materials individually and then steps back. Guided practice relies on Socratic questioning to spark reflection, calm presence to protect concentration, and careful observation to plan individualized follow-ups, emphasizing development over one-size-fits-all instruction. Assessment in Montessori is authentic and data-driven, using running records, checklists, digital portfolios, and systematic notes instead of traditional grades. These observation tools inform material rotation and individualized planning, guide meaningful parent conferences, and culminate in developmental narratives that describe holistic growth rather than reducing progress to a letter or number. Research on Montessori outcomes shows consistent benefits when fidelity is high. Longitudinal studies report stronger executive function, enhanced creativity, and sustained academic growth, while equity-focused results indicate reduced achievement gaps across backgrounds. Neuroscience also supports core practices, linking choice, sustained concentration, and autonomy to prefrontal development and flexible cognitive control. Integrating technology with Montessori principles means keeping observation, freedom of choice, and the prepared environment constant while evolving tools thoughtfully. For younger children, technology can complement concrete materials through coding toys, while adolescents can use e-portfolios and virtual reality for immersion and reflection. The goal is to enrich hands-on learning, not replace the sensorial roots of development.